Hey YouTube, it's story time. I wanted to show you the first book that I remember writing. This is actually a blog post that my dad took, and then he was working at Shutterfly at the time, so he was able to turn it into a book. And I still have a physical copy because stuff lingers. A Bridge Runs Through It by Nicholas Van Wally. One of the most difficult parts about being me is that I was raised in a household that valued what I said. Both of my parents did a great job of listening to whatever I would say, whether what I spouted was the inane mumbling of a 3-year-old or the sage wisdom of a 2-year-old. Because of this, I have found that whenever anyone has the nerve to say, "This is not a discussion," I become irrationally upset. But today during lecture from my English teacher, I realized that I did and do a lot of the same kinds of things. I often don't listen to people, and I often do things my way. Usually, my way works really, really well. But that's besides the point. The point is that as I grow and develop, I become more and more like the ignorant adult who doesn't have discussions with me. I realized that these behaviors are actually part of a larger and more vicious cycle. Teenagers tend to think that the worst thing about adults is how condescending they are. But I think that this condescension is part of something greater than just an age war. I think it is one of the major fallacies of how we learn and how we are taught. Which one of these is me? Is any of these me? Yeah. I think that's me on the left. I don't know. It's been a minute. I think that's Dashel, and I think that's Tony? Tony? No. Tony? Man, it's been a long time. Everyone's all excited. Man, Oakland Tech was fun, guys. Like, I hate to have peaked in high school, but in order to examine this phenomenon, let's first look at why exactly people are condescending. Sometimes an adult will talk sweetly to a young child, while ignoring what they say. This, in most circumstances, is completely fine, because children do ramble a lot, and the child will generally be satisfied after simply being acknowledged. But the heart of the matter is more that the adult either cannot comprehend the child's utterances, or that the adult believes that they are worthless. Both of these attitudes can and do lead to ignorance. To look at another example, think of a master craftsman. The craftsman will teach students the ways of his craft, and he will almost never be wrong. When he is wrong, it will be a slip of the tongue, not a lack of knowledge. Therefore, discussions with pupils are generally fruitless, because over time, the craft has been perfected to a point where no ordinary apprentice will be able to provide beneficial change to the art. Thus, by being condescending, the master can eliminate bothersome questions and distractions and have more time to work on his projects. Oh, bridge stress testing. Oh, that looks like a bridge breaking. That looks like an action shot. Oh, there's Parker Merrill. I hope he's still alive. That man's pretty great. Look at how happy she is. I wonder if that's a student or a parent. I can't. That's probably a parent. Yeah, we're all in the back. Man, she looks so familiar, which kind of makes sense because I probably know her daughter or son. So it is obvious that condescension is more or less a time-saving device. But where are the perils of condescension? It leads to all forms of ignorance. By eliminating questioning and thoughtfulness, you eliminate new ideas, new observations. In today's constantly changing world, it is impossible for a group to succeed with a leader who is unwilling to accept new ideas. New ideas may be detrimental in the short run, but in the long run, they are what lead to innovation. New ideas may fail or break something, or they may be proven futile, but they should never be dismissed. Oh, is this suspension bridge? No, not suspension bridge year. No. Our suspension bridge was so bad. Okay. Okay. We forgot how physics worked, and we made something that looked cool and was hard and didn't do the job, right? We forgot how physics worked, and we made a pretty bridge that broke. The thing that won this year was 4 sticks. I swear to you, Trey King, you magnificent, glorious bastard. I will never forget the lesson you taught me. Anyway, so how does all of this lead into growing up? Well, someday I'll be the condescending one. I can't even imagine not being condescending to a 3rd grader. The fact that teachers and tutors can respect me and my asinine and half-thought-through conclusions astounds me, simply because I know that they get the exact same idea brought up over and over again. Even on a recent project I was working on, I accidentally ostracized my team members by making them feel stupid for bringing forth new project designs. I would point out flaws in the designs quickly and would defend any design that I had with ignorance and stupidity. So I know that unless I can figure out how to change this transformation, it will take me over, which is a fate I will not enjoy if I notice it. I can only imagine that our school system is a major part of this way of thinking. The don't talk back mode of thinking has been incredibly prevalent in 2 groups of people I've met: people from the East Coast and people involved in the sports or the army. Don't talk back, don't waste time, condescension. It all leads back into the cog in the machine way of raising people. It does an amazing job of creating people who are efficient, effective, and damn good at what they do. But it is terrible for intellectuals. Albert Einstein started on his quest to understand the universe by attempting to fix Newtonian physics, and because of this, he was able to spawn completely new fields of physics devoted to the study of something. I haven't taken those classes yet. General and special relativity, and then also he spent a lot of time, it was Brownian motion, and then the final one was what gives us solar panels, right? So like, thanks, Einstein. Thank you. Also, yeah, I'm not going to thank Musk right now, but Solar City and solar panels are pretty cool. All the broken bridges. All right, high school. Socratic seminars are designed to bring out the best in people. They allow anyone to talk freely without the idea of that idea is stupid. They waste time by following trivial paths, but the connections made by the human brain as a result create something truly worthwhile. Sadly, Socratics only work if everyone is engaged in the conversation, which just goes to show you that we need to pump more energy into children. Phrasing. So to come full circle to how do we teach people better, 3 things are obvious. Wow, the metal plate just ripped straight through that one. That's amazing. Oh, I see what bridge they built. That's a funny bridge to build. That's a really strong, not really a suspension bridge. But it is a suspension bridge? Okay. Wow. I love this bridge so much. Thanks, Dad, for taking that photo. Just a chunked hole. There's the plate that just would have ripped the hole through. 1. Pay attention to students. They will change your worldview, and you will thank them for it. 2. Engage students. 3. No idea is stupid unless it is presented a second time without significant changes. This is tricky because it walks a fine line between wasting time and being genuinely worthwhile. I told you Trey schooled me. I think it was kilograms, 18 kilograms, 18 pounds. Man, 4 sticks, dude. 4 sticks.